Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas football back here at the Lone Star Coaches Clinic in College Station. Here with our good friend, the head coach of the Mexia Black Cats, Coach Frank Sandoval, the man who I witnessed his first win as a head coach a couple of years ago against Groesbeck. That was a fun night, wasn't it?
That was awesome. It's a memorable night, and you create that memory with your kids and your coaching staff, and it was really fun for us, and we enjoyed it.
We took that picture together. Did you, this ugly guy in the picture was in there with. You're such a good-looking guy, and I just make the picture look terrible, don't I?
You know what I need to do is I need to frame it and put it in my office right next to the football.
There you go.
Now that you said that, I'm gonna make sure I text my wife and say, hey, can we make sure we get a frame for Matt Stepp? We're gonna get a nice frame though, not one of those cheap ones.
Well, your lovely wife, she's definitely the brains of the operation because she's also a loyal viewer of Texas football today. She's a smart lady, isn't she?
She is. She's very intelligent, wonderful, and beautiful in every way. She's an awesome mother to our children.
You know where your bread is buttered, right?
Oh, no doubt. Hey, I got to keep one person. Well, let me take that back. I got to keep two people happy, my superintendent and my wife.
There you go.
Those two people are pretty important in my life.
Well, let's talk. We won't talk about 2018. I know it wasn't a great year, but we'll talk about the injuries, right? Yeah. We'll talk about that a little bit. And you this is only your second year as a head coach, and I know you talked to some older coaches, Joey McGuire maybe. Everybody goes through a year like that, right, where you just had that rash of injuries. But I guess the positive spin is that a lot of young guys got a lot of experience maybe a little bit earlier than you would have liked, but they did get that varsity experience. So that's got to be good coming into 2019, having a lot of guys with varsity experience back.
You know, we never discussed or talked about the injuries. As a team, as a coaching staff, we said, all right, who's the next man up? And I think our young guys did a great job of just going, all right, Coach, what do you need me to do? And they stepped in several different roles. And Coach, I mean, we were competitive, and that's what was fun is to watch those young guys go out there and scrap on every single play. And, with the exception of maybe one game towards the end where we were kind of depleted some, I thought our kids played hard, did it the right way, try to represent Mexia in a positive light. So it was good. It was good for them to understand what it looks like to be a varsity football player, understand the process day to day. And we did get to play a lot of people, and that's a positive thing, especially as a young program, trying to make sure that we get a lot of kids in the program involved, on top of having the burden of being a varsity football player. Those guys, they grew up wanting to be a Mexia Black Cat. So it was you got to take some positive out of it, otherwise you're going to dread the rest of the year. And the positive is our kids played hard, and we're trying to do what their coaches were asking them to do. And I'm proud of them, man. I really am.
Now let's look ahead to 2019. What's the focus of the offseason with you and your kids? What's the message you guys are kind of instilling with your kids during the offseason? Because this is when the kids get tough. And the second question is, when you guys take the field, what kind of team can Black Cat fans expect to see when y'all take the field for the season opener?
I think right now it's all about competition. We compete in the weight room. We compete on on the track. We're going to compete. When 7-on-7 rolls around, we're going to try to compete. We're going to try to do all those things, especially for our young guys that, I would say probably 60 to 70% of them have never competed on that level. So that's what it's going to be about. And again, our kids are doing a great job. It's about getting faster and stronger right now. And like I said, we're testing, we're going through our phases. We're trying to measure everything we can to make sure that our kids do see growth and see what we're preaching to them on a daily basis. I think the culture is starting to kind of change a little bit where they bleed for each other. But I think, in 2019, what I want to see is a group of kids that play hard, play for each other, love their coaches, and represent Mexia, obviously, in a great way.
How cool is it, and how much of a motivating factor is it when it comes in the beginning of the offseason and you guys are charting the bench and maxing out, and then at the end of the offseason his max has gone up by like 50 pounds? There's no, I don't want to say a drug, but there's no adrenaline rush for a kid like that, is it?
It's a drug, man. It's a drug for me as a coach because we're going, all right, we're doing something right. For the players, it's awesome because I'm going around high-fiving alum and go, man, you just went up 50 pounds on squats over a 6-week period.
You see him strutting around in the hallway a little bit more, right, like a peacock, right?
And I can tell you as a father, my son's a freshman. Man, he went to a powerlifting meet last night, and he picks up 425 as a freshman. And I'm going, okay, look, son, your coaches, a.k.a. me, they're showing you the right way. Just keep listening, keep being coachable, keep understanding what they're doing. So it's really fun as a coach and as a dad that gets to be a part of the program too. I know it's working.
Just stand right here. There you go. All right. So let's talk. You've been in Mexia for 2 years now. Okay. I've been to Mexia to cover a game, but I didn't get a chance to eat pregame. So now you know all the spots now. Where when the Dave Campbell's crew comes back to Black Cat Field to cover a game and watch Mexia, where do we need to eat pregame? Because I know you know the spots now.
All right, so I have 3 for you. The first one is if you want like a diner style dinner, I think you got to go to Joe Friday's. They usually have really good burgers and chicken fries and stuff like that. So it's really awesome.
I like chicken fried steak.
If you like Mexican food, now this is real authentic Mexican food. There's this place called Pollo Express. Now it's a little trailer down Milam, and it is unbelievable.
Pollo Express?
Yes, I might go there once a week. We frequent that place quite a bit. When my mother comes into town, that's where we're gonna go.
Okay.
So
it's not better than her cooking, though, is it?
No, not at all. Well, let me take that back. Some things might be. I can't tell my mom that though.
Yeah. Tell your mom. Okay.
The last place is if I want barbecue, I'm gonna call some of my football parents. I'm gonna call Mr. Busby and Mr. Proctor and get them out there, and they're gonna cook barbecue for us. And
do they bring the smoker out to tailgate?
They actually do. Yes, they got this big. Mr. Wiley brings out his big trailer, and we got Mr. Owens. And, we got a lot of people that go out there. And what's awesome is they just kind of cook as parents and just cook and feed everybody. So
we're going to tailgate in the parking lot for a Mexia game. Me, Tepper, Max, and Ish. We're going to tailgate. That's what we're going to do. All right.
We'll get taken care of, I promise.
All right. Now I have we don't do this very often. We have a fan question. Okay, I got my phone here. Brady Bond says he's a big Black Cat fan, says he's a huge supporter of in the Metroplex of the Black Cats, thinks you're doing a great job, but he wants to hear you give a meow on camera. Can you give a meow on camera, or is there a response that you'd like to have to Mr. Brady Bond, who's a big Black Cat fan apparently?
He is a big Black Cat fan. He's always checking on us. He's always supporting us. He's helped us when we needed help. And Brady knows I love him to death, and I'd do anything in this world for him. But Brady needs to understand that we don't go around meowing. We try to show you what we're about on the football field.
Well, championship habits, right?
Yes, sir, no doubt, in everything we do.
There you go. Coach, appreciate your time. Enjoy the clinic, and good luck in 2019.
Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it.